Right. Let's see here. Ba, 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 ba. Let's move around here. You see me? Let's make sure everything's working and I look okay. We are live. We're moving here. Let's see. I can see myself. Can I hear myself? And I look okay. Yeah. All right. So here's what we do. We get rid of that screen so we increase our bandwidth a little bit. Go off the Wi-Fi, okay, and just go directly to, okay. Bring me up on the main screen. Boom, hello. My name's Bill and you're watching Bill's Box of Sound and it's Saturday night. And we're about to make some ridiculous noise. So let's just do this here. Okay, that worked. Hello, folks. It's Saturday night, 10 o'clock here where I am, and it's a different time where you are if you're not in the Eastern time zone. So there. Welcome to Bill's Box of Sound, home of the melting ice cubes, laced with just a little bit of whiskey. So let's pull the pop top on this Diet Coke. This beverage seems to be the only thing that I agree with the incoming president about, so he should count himself lucky. Indeed. And that's as far as I'll get with politics. Because Monday, January 20th, is a very important day. Martin Luther King Day. You know, we got to celebrate freedom, equality, unity, all that other fun stuff. Oh, hell no, I am not stoned. I am straight as a rusty gate. So, how you doing, Luis? Good to see you. Am I stoned? Now, some of the most trippy music that you've ever heard was most likely made when people were absolutely straight. So, what can you do? John Krautner, hello, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, what is going on this week? The most interesting thing that I heard about as far as new releases, let me go over to my email to see if I can find this. Where was it? Oh, yikes, got all sorts of new mail in the past hour or so. Okay, so let's go here. Where was it? There it is. Yeah. There's this new Sex Pistols series live in the USA. It's a limited live album series where their doomed 1978 tour of America, which caused the band to break up, there's 3 shows being released, one on red, one on white, and one on blue vinyl. It's going to be the Dallas date, the Atlanta date, and the San Francisco date. Crazy. They were supposed to play Cleveland, but they broke up before that happened. So that's interesting. I'd like to hear some of that before I even think about buying it. I mean, I do have the Nevermind the Bollocks album. I believe I have a French copy of that. That's kind of neat. But besides that, not much else going on with that. Nate is in the house. And howdy doody, he says. Well, I do my duty the way that I want to, and you should do yours in the way that makes the most sense to you as well. All right, records. What did I get this weekend as far as records are concerned? Got a couple of cheap things. Records for only $2.99. This cover's a bit messed up, but the record inside is like very good plus plus. Little Feat Down on the Farm, the last Little Feat album to feature Lowell George. He passed away before after the recording and before it was completely fixed up. So this came out in 1979. And not a bad album. Not a bad album at all. Do I ever get the feeling that I have been cheated? No. I don't know why. Why? You know something I don't, Nate? No, I'm happy. Another thing that I bought for $3. Another Sergio Mendes and Brazil 66 album. Look around. These things are recorded really, really nice. Let's see. How many people we got? We got 8 people here. Yeah. Oh, I finally got my replacement copy of Stephen Wilson Harmony Codex. Because they sent me a copy that had 2 copies of the second record in it. Called them up, and Universal was very nice. They sent it right along, so that was pretty cool. I finally got a copy of Pete Townsend, All the Best Cowboys Have Chinese Eyes. Now, I've heard people say that this is the best Pete Townsend album. Listened to it a couple times. It's not bad. I love the song Uniform, but I don't know if I could say it. I'm going to have to listen to it a few more times. But anyway, oh, okay. It's a quote from the, well, I haven't heard it yet. Okay. You ever get a feeling you've been cheated? Okay, so that's a quote from the San Francisco gig. Well, I haven't heard it yet. I know that there's some recordings, some bootleg recordings on YouTube. I may have to check those out. Let's see what else. Got a copy of The Bad Motorfinger by Soundgarden. That's pretty new. And let's see. No, that's in the stuff I've already talked about. So what happened last week, Bill? Why was there no Box of Sound? Well, it was because I had a DJ gig. As a matter of fact, last week during the live stream, I got a text from a friend of mine asking me if I could DJ a birthday party. So I called him right after the show, and it happened to be on the 11th. So they gave me the deets. They quoted me how much they were going to pay. Not bad. So I went into a VFW hall, but not a hall like a place where they have meetings and stuff. This was just a small bar run by the VFW. It was really weird. But I said, what kind of music shall I play for this guy? It's for a birthday party. They said he likes a lot of classic rock. He likes some country. So I just started going random into my music library and picking out stuff that I knew people liked from the 70s, mostly the 70s. And at one point, the guest of honor zoomed past me and said, play some Southern rock. And so I obliged him by going into some Allman Brothers, some 38 Special, some Skynyrd, some Creedence, a mountain song. So, and then I played some Badfinger. People loved that. The ladies in the place went crazy when I played I Love You by Climax Blues Band. And I sneaked in a couple of cool tracks, like I played 1969 by the Stooges, and a surprising amount of people were shaking their booties to that. That was great. But yeah, I had to make the people happy. So it was fun. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Good evening, Metal Theologian. But yes, they paid me to DJ, and that's the record that I played. Where is it? I got a copy. Where is it? Let's see. The R's, okay. Right down here. It got the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Here we go. Lou Reed. Metal Machine Music, baby. Yeah, the classic. Speaking of classic weird albums, a much more enjoyable weird album, Trout Mask Replica, was reviewed this week by Abigail DeVoe on Vinyl Monday. She did a great job. I mean, I love the hell out of this record. Sat and listened to the whole thing all the way through, and man, I love this record. So, if you haven't watched it, after some other time, not now, go and watch Abigail DeVoe's Vinyl Monday about Trout Mask Replica. But right now, before you do anything else, hit that freaking like button. Hit the like button, okay? Yeah. So, oh yeah, 13th floor elevators count as Southern rock. You are correct, John. Let's see. And all right. So, Oh, we also got North Carolina Vinyl Picker in the house. And da 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 dee doo da da. Okay, so I'm glad you showed up, Aaron. Last time we were all together, you asked me about a group called Twin Keys, if I am correct. So, as a matter of fact, why don't I bring you up? I'll tell you what. Let's get the invite here. Hold on a second here. Let's see. Copy that and put it up here. And let's see. Twin Keys with a Z. Oh, okay. Because I looked that up. And oh, you can't do it now. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. But anyway, I looked up Twin Keys with an S, and I was only able to find 2 tracks from a from a synth beat a group, kind of like a techno dance thing. So I'm gonna have to look. See if I can find that stuff. Let's see. TWINKEYZ. Ah, okay. A punk rock. Punk rock. There's a punk rock band formed in 1977 in Sacramento, California. They are credited as Sacramento's first punk rock band. Okay, that I am definitely going to check out. Well, had to wait 2 weeks for that to correct itself, but no problem. But they sound like a Cleveland band. Very cool. So the last night your kid is in town. Okay, yeah, I completely understand that. Also, for the last couple of weeks, I have been house sitting for my older stepdaughter and her husband. They went on vacation to Japan. They were gone for 3 weeks. Just about 3 weeks, yeah. They left 2 days after Christmas, celebrated the new year in it was either Tokyo or Osaka. They went all over Japan and had a whole bunch of cool experiences. They're coming over tomorrow for lunch, and they asked me if I wanted a record from Japan. I'm saying, yeah, yes, I definitely do. So I gave them a list of things that I'd like. First, I gave them a list of a couple of Japanese bands that I would like records by. And then I thought, well, you know what? If they have a hard time finding these specific records, I listed a bunch of my favorites and I said, any Japanese pressed records by any of my favorite bands, like Zappa, the Mothers, XTC, the Residents, stuff like that. So it'd be very interesting. So next week, most likely, I will be showing my souvenirs from Japan. I'm excited as all get out. Anyway, so, well, I'll tell you what. If Metal Theologian can't make it up, and you guys want to talk about stuff live on the screen, I'll bring you up. Okay? So, in the chat room right now, I'm putting in a link. If somebody wants to come up, first of all, let me fix my audio settings so that I can do this without my my audio echoing. I would be happy to have you as a guest on this very show. That'll be fun. And let's see. Well, I know he's probably not watching right now, because if he was, he would be doing stuff in the chat room. But Paul Ayers has been asking me forever about this band, Gaster del Sol. I finally went and listened to a bunch of their stuff. It's okay. Wasn't crazy about it, but Yeah, Japanese pressings of Residence albums would be cool, especially latter day Residence albums, because after the year 2000, I don't have any new Residence stuff. I have some of their archival stuff that has been pulled up and released, but none of the new stuff. There was a new Residence album introduced, by the way. Let's see. Let's search for that. Let's see. New Residence album. Let's see. Yeah. February 28th, a brand new album called Dr. Dark is coming out. It's a 2-record set. Meet Maggot Mark and Dr. Anastasia Dark. So, where is that coming from? Oh, that comes from the official Facebook Residence page. So, and there's going to be free beer mats inside of the record. So, very interesting. I don't know if I'll pick that up. I'll definitely stream it to find out if I like it or not. So that would be cool. Oh, what other new stuff is going on? Um, I listened to um, an interview with Henry Rollins, and he said that whenever he opens up an album, he he has a piece of paper inside of the jacket that he writes down the date that he listened to it, the day that he got it, and stuff like that. And I thought that that was a very, very cool thing. So this is back in like October or something like that, and I started on say for example, let's pull out this Soundgarden record. Okay, it looks like hell, but I'll pull it out anyway. Okay, so I just got this at the beginning of the year, and I got a little U here that says that's ultrasonically cleaned, and then I got that I listened to it on January the 3rd, 2025. I don't write on the record label or the jacket itself. I write on something that can be taken away from it, and I've been doing that with my records lately, and it's kind of fun to do. Let's see. John says I ordered those Japan only mono versions of Freakout and absolutely free on CD. Nice. Did you get them? Were they everything you wanted them to be? I once held a mono copy of Freakout in my hand, an original one. I was in Rochester, New York, and for some reason I passed on it. I didn't want it. I mean, I've got two different versions of Absolutely Free. I've got the original, and I've got the re-release remaster by Bernie Grundman. It has the extra side of B-sides and stuff like that, and they sound like very good vinyl rips. Cool. Yeah, I know that they're not official. I mean, as far as I can tell, they're not official. See, Rollins' record collection is reportedly massive. Oh yeah, I would love to see it. I mean, I was so inspired by this Henry Rollins interview that I bought one of his books. He's got a series called Stay Fanatic. And it's kind of like a record listening diary. Man, this guy writes like crazy. And he's got all sorts of pictures and scans of jackets, labels, and stuff like that. He talks about where he goes, what he's looking for. I mean, look at all this detail here. This is amazing stuff that he pulls up and he scans and puts inside of his book. And let's see, what's the date on this? It's chapter 5 of the book. Oh, well, just by chance, I see Captain Beefheart Trout Mask replica. And all sorts of handwritten stuff, but he's got dates in here, things like that. It's a test pressing. Just says 183 on it. I have a test pressing of an SST album. It's a Bad Brains record. So there. But okay, yeah, June 2016. He's got like a day by day thing. He's got a Miriam Makeba Pata Pata album in here. He's got Summer Flake. And I've got a bookmark in here. I believe the reason is because, let's see. Somebody asked him some questions about vinyl records for a book called Why Vinyl Matters. And he asked for permission to take his words and put them in this book. And very interesting stuff in here. He was asked, why is vinyl important? And is vinyl important? And he says, vinyl is important to me because what's on it is real. It's actually what the musicians wanted you to hear. Whether what's on the record is to your liking doesn't matter. They were able to tell you their truth, and you were able to evaluate it on the playing field of that truth. There is no such thing as digital music. Digital technology can emulate music, and that technology is getting better, but there's no Led Zeppelin on a Led Zeppelin CD. There's not a nanosecond of music on any music streaming service. That's a bold thing to say, man. But yeah, not only does he have a sick record collection, he's also got a sick audiophile system. I listened to another interview with him on the Vinyl Guide from Nate Goyer in Australia, and he was saying, "Well, what kind of turntable do you have? What kind of cartridge do you have?" And he started laying out specs, brand names, model numbers, and yeah. Plus, and I've seen pictures of it. He's got Wilson Audio speakers. Wilson Audio, for Christ's sake. Those things, I mean, couple $100,000 per speaker, and he's got them in stereo. Man, I would love to hear a set of Wilson Audio speakers. I mean, I can't fit them in my house; they're just too freaking big. But anyway, that's that. Other records I've been listening to lately. This Devo New Traditionalists Live 1981 in Seattle. This is a record store day release that was made from a cassette that Michael Pilmer found in Bob Number Two's storage space. I've had this since it came out, but Mikey from Grown Man Record Night played it on his show a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it was the week of his birthday or the week before his birthday. Man, his birthday show was great. Let's see. Yeah, $100,000 speakers. Unfreaking believable. Let's see. What else have I been? Oh, okay. It took me a while to get a hold of this, but I finally got it, and I like it a lot. The new Pearl Jam album, say what you want about them. This is a very good record. I enjoyed it. Oh, what else have I gotten lately? What is this that I've listened to? I'm still listening to and just loving the living hell out of the Carl Stalling Project, cartoon music from Warner Brothers Cartoons. Jeez, man, fantastic. The Soundgarden I had is Bad Motorfinger. That's the only one I got on vinyl. I've got, I think I got Super Unknown and Down on the Upside on CD. But yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's see. Were there any other $3 records that I picked up that are worth listening to? Let's see. Mowgli, how you doing? Surprised we haven't seen Thumpfinger in the house yet. Thump, you in here? Let's see. Oh yeah. What else have I got? Pulling stuff out. Pulling stuff out. All right, here we go. The first Small Faces album. Now, not Faces, Small Faces. The first album with Ronnie Wood and Rod Stewart. And wasn't really impressed. I got to listen to this again. So, oh, Psalms was a bonus disc with Badmotorfinger. Well, nope. I just got a reissue of Badmotorfinger. I believe this came out in 2016. Let me double check this. This is a 2016 remaster of the 1991 album. So that's what I got. Ooh, Shane. How you doing, dude? Recently picked up a Japanese CD box of the You Can't Do This Age Anymore collections. Love it. Do you know anything about the cheaper than cheap release? I had a feeling somebody was going to talk about this. Okay. There's no official word on any new Zappa stuff for this year. Okay. Now I know that people have been posting stuff online that has been leaked from other sources, and nothing's official. Okay. And the reason why nothing is official until Universal says it is, there's a very large number of reasons why the new Zappa stuff isn't announced until it's definite ready. Okay. There's a lot of planning that goes into making an album. I mean, being somebody who's made their own album myself, I never announced that this was coming out until after I had gotten my test pressings and I got a confirmation of the date that these would be pressed. But there's other factors that go into it. I mean, we're talking about the mastering, we're talking about the artwork, we're talking about the liner notes. There's just so many things that have to be coordinated when you put together a release, and especially a Zappa release. I can't imagine. Well, I can imagine all the stuff that the Vaultmeister has to go through before a new Zappa release gets announced. But it's not his decision as to whether it gets announced or not. It's Universal because they own it. Okay. I mean, it used to be the Zappa Family Trust, and then the Zappa Family Trust was a client of Universal. And after so many years of a good not reputation, a good relationship with the Zappas and Universal, that's when Universal bought the catalog with the promise to keep the releases coming and to keep the quality high, using the Vaultmeister and using Amit Zappa as well, who does have a handle on this. I know there's people out there that don't like Amit. Sorry, I like Amit. I like Dweezil as well. I don't care whether or not they're speaking to each other or not. But anyway. But until the actual release date is released by Universal, I'm not even going to entertain talking about something. I mean, back in 2022, there was a release that was supposed to come out, and I know that they were working on it. And something went wrong between the planning of the album the amount of stuff that was supposed to be on the album. I don't know if it was a rights thing or if it was a permission thing or if it was an artwork thing, because there's just so many things that go on. But there was a release that was supposed to come out in 2022. It still hasn't come out, and I don't even know what it is. But there was a release that was supposed to come out. Something went wrong, and even though there were people online that said, "Oh, new Zappa release. Here's this and that and this and that," it never happened. So, yeah, there's lots of stuff going on. Okay, so I don't know about this cheaper than cheap release, whatever you're calling it, that people are putting it online. I mean, dig this, okay? Now, as you know, okay, as the people who watch this show know, last year there was a super deluxe boxed set of Apostrophe that came out, and the Blu-ray had a Dolby Atmos mix of the Apostrophe album, just like the Grand Wazoo and the Waka Jawaka albums had the Waka Wazoo set, and that had Dolby Atmos mixes of that stuff on it. Since those things exist, there is this this website that covers pending releases of Dolby Atmos mixes of old albums. And they listed a Zappa album saying, "Hey, this is coming out." And they cited the people that did the mix of Apostrophe and said that they're going to be doing the work. So, but when you read the fine print on their little page there, it says we can only speculate that this is coming out in 2025, but it's not the truth. So until it is announced, I don't know nothing about it. But when it does get announced, you can damn bet that I am going to shout about it, because it'll be official and I'll be allowed to talk about it, and I'll know a heck of a lot more about it when it is announced. So that's what's going on. So don't ask me about no new Zappa release, because right now I don't know nothing about no new Zappa release. I'm sticking to it. Okay. All right. So let's get some more information here. Sam's version of Into the Void was a speech from Chief Stealth, Chief Seattle, set to Into the Void. It's clever. Okay. Into the Void, wasn't that also the name of a Nine Inch Nails song? From the Fragile. Try to save myself, but myself keeps slipping away. I think that was the song. Let's double check here. Do 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 do. Yep. Into the Void. That is a great song by Nine Inch Nails, but I don't think that Soundgarden did the same song. Oh, that's a song by Black Sabbath. Okay, yet another great song called Into the Void. Oh, fantastic! And oh, have you heard about the new Rhino Hi-Fi releases? They're putting out the second television album, Adventure, as well as as the Faces' last album before they broke up, called Ooh La La. And I'm not going to be picking. Yeah, I know. Into the Void from Master of Reality. I know that. Hello, Hakan Karazabek. Hey. I did my best to pronounce your name. But anyway, yeah, I've got Television Adventure. I've got a European pressing on red vinyl. Listen to this when they released Marquee Moon on the Rhino Hi-Fi, which sounds great, but take it from me. If you've got, let's see, if you've got the copy of Marquee Moon that was mastered by Chris Bellman, that sounds just as good as the Rhino Hi-Fi. It's a little different, but sounds just as good. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't. You're right. It doesn't get enough love in the VC. Also, when Television reformed, they put out that album on Capitol. I think it was just called Television. That was a really good record as well. I've also got a CD from Rhino Handmade of some live stuff that they did. Yep. And let's see here. What else going on there? And all of them things. Not too much. Okay. Digging deeper into records I've been listening to. Oh, here's something cool. I bought this as part of the Universal half off sale because this is a Cliff Jordan record. Boing, right there. Cliff Jordan on sax, Lee Morgan on trumpet, Curtis Fuller on the trombone, John Jenkins on alto sax, Ray Bryant on piano, Paul Chambers bass, Art Taylor on drums. What a lineup. This is an album from 1957. Yeah, on the Blue Note label. And it says all over the place, high fidelity. Let's see. It also says it's Blue Note mono. And you pull out the record, okay? This is the Kevin Gray remaster. And it says right here, Micro Groove, long playing, okay? And finally got around to listening to this on January the 8th. This is a stereo recording. I've got another Cliff Jordan album called Cliffcraft. And this album, it smokes. But the thing is, this has never been released in stereo, not even on CD. I double checked through Discogs. This album has never been released in stereo. And even though this says mono, you put that needle down and it is a stereo. Drums over here, horns. Yeah, not guilty. St. John, Blue Shoes, Around Beyond the Blue Horizon, and Juba. And some cool pictures on the inside of Cliff Jordan. And it's also got a picture of Art Taylor in the background. Got Lee Morgan here, Ray Bryant, and John Jenkins. And this is the coolest picture of all. The guys outside of the Van Gelder home having lunch outside. That is cool as hell. And look, there on the left side, there's Rudy. There's Rudy along with the guys having some sandwiches or something. Yeah. If you're into the Blue Note stuff, nice stuff. Oh boy. So nobody wanted to come up on screen, did they? Huh. All right. That's fine. You could just sit here and listen to me yak. Oh, and Vita had talked to me about this thing right here, the Primus Revenant Juke, which is a box of 7-inch records. 2 weeks ago, I showed you the pictures of this that were on Discogs. This is pretty cool. I mean, all the stuff's been previously released. Audio quality is pretty darn good, but you know, $60 for this is not worth it. I paid $40. Let's see here. I love this. John Krutner says, if a Zappa release was advertised as mono but came out in stereo, there would be riots. Damn straight there would. Damn Zappa fans, man. They sure is crazy. And what other Zappa was I listening to? Oh, by the way, I've got these iron-ons from the Zappa 80 Munich and the Mud Club. I can't bring myself to put these on t-shirts. I have to save these forever. Those came in the LP versions of Mud Club and Munich. And those are good. And I've also been re-listening to the Erie box. So much good stuff on there. Yeah. You just got to find the right shirt. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of shirts, and I know that I will get a note about this. I don't know why. For some reason, Paul Ayers always talks about my flannel shirts, and I bought 4 more today. Ooh, so I'm gonna get remarks about my flannel shirts from him. Drink some more Diet Coke, Bill. It's good stuff. Also been picking up. Oh shoot. Well, yeah, I was using this as percussion. This is a Pringles bottle. Love sounds that just come from anywhere. I'm gonna record this and put it in a song. Anyway, so I picked up this can of Pringles for $2, pizza flavored. Okay, and it wasn't bad. So once I ran out of that stuff, I got another can of Pringles. I got the Philly cheesesteak, which is not the right flavor to put on a chip. They didn't do it right because they're trying to replicate the meat, the onions, the cheese, the bread, and whatever dressing you put on top of that. Just give me a Philly cheesesteak. Don't try and replicate it with a potato chip, man. So, but this is not Grown Man Record Night. I'm not going to get deep into the chip stuff. All right, what else? What else has been going on? Oh, here's another record that I found for $2.99 at a Savers. I think we're all bozos on this bus by the Firesign Theater. This was my gateway drug into the Firesign Theater, and it's this is great stuff. Dope humor of the 70s. And it cleaned it up and it was perfect. Can you join? Can you join? Did you want to come up, Barry? Okay, just behave yourself. Let me do this. If you want to join up for the last 10 minutes or so, yeah, come on up. Just follow that. What you do is if you got headphones, that helps. But I've set this up so that we won't get echo on here. But yeah, if you got some records, yeah, I'll be more than happy to talk to you. Let's see. You had that Firesign Theater record at one time? Can't remember if I listened to. Oh, come on, that's a great record. The future is here. A fare for all and no fare to anybody. Boy, if my friend Kevin was here, he'd be quoting Firesign like crazy. I love my Firesign Theater records. I mean, talk about Waiting for the Electrician or Someone Like Him. Don't Crush That Dwarf, Hand Me the Flyers, Dear Friends, Everything You Know Is Wrong. Probably their best album, Everything You Know Is Wrong. Seek out Everything You Know Is Wrong by the Firesign Theater and listen to it. It's like 45 minutes long. It's really great radio comedy and a great lampoon of, like, if you remember Art Bell and his all-night radio transmissions, it's a great lampoon of that kind of mentality. So that is that. Okay. So, okay. Not joining it. I don't see it in the backstage area. Well, that's okay. So, what kind of stuff are you guys listening to? What else? I already showed that. 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 Running out of things to show here. Here's another great record that you must listen to. A great band that you get. I want to get their new album. This is really good stuff. Whores. Okay. That's old. This is new. This is there. This is them. All right. What other cool stuff have I been seeing on what other cool stuff have I been seeing on YouTube lately? Let's see. Let's get a quick look here. Check out my history. History, there we go. What have I been watching? Oh, I know. Yeah, but I've been watching Poetry on Plastic's Best of 2024. Very interesting stuff. Um, Also, what was I going to talk about? I have been watching. Yeah, we lost David Lynch. We lost Bob Uecker, if you're a baseball fan. There was one other person that passed away recently. But yeah, David Lynch, not a musician, but very connected to the music in his movies. My wife has never seen a David Lynch movie, and I'm pretty sure that she would not like a David Lynch movie, but cool shit. Let's see. Mowgli played a bunch of Bill McClintock mashups today, and Southbound Pachyderm video. O'Keefe Kids doing Slipknot and a Tool 46 and 2-Pan Labyrinth mashup today. Damn, good stuff. Hello, Flickering Waves. With the passion of David Lynch, I was going through the soundtracks for Eraserhead, Twin Peaks, and Wild at Heart. Finally listened to David Gilmour's latest in Surround. Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay. For the last few minutes, we got Barry coming up on stage. Let's see. Let's get him in here like that. Hey, Barry, how you doing?
Good. How are you? Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, you sound great.
Oh,
You're not getting an echo, are you?
no echo.
Fantastic. What's new? What's going on?
Well, not much. I've been watching you for years. The first video
Oh,
I
great.
saw of you, you were in like a basement, I think, and you were talking about the Frank Zappa 1995, I think, greatest hits. You're talking about that album.
Yeah, I'm still in the basement. I mean, well, when I first started making videos, I had like CDs, just a big wall of CDs behind me. But I've moved into this record room, and this is where I've been doing stuff for like the last, I think, 10 years or so. What was really weird is for some reason I watched a video that I made in 2010 after I got back from a record swap to look at all the records I bought that day, and it was freaky just to go back and watch myself 15 years ago. That's what it was. So
Wow. What albums did you pick up?
I'd say, well, I actually made a list of them because I was going to go back and make sure that I still had them. It was like John Coltrane featuring Pharoah Sanders live in Seattle, a Booker T and the MGs, the very first Prince album, Funkadelic One Nation Under a Groove, the McCartney Ram album, the Doors LA Woman, which I had an old scratchy copy of Doors LA Woman that was left to me by my late brother. But this was a much cleaner copy. And let's see what other things. Sensational Alex Harvey Band, Adam and the Ants, Marvin Gaye, Cat Stevens, and a very nice copy of Pink Floyd Animals.
Wow.
So that's that. But I appreciate the fact that you've been watching me for all these years.
Yes, I love your Frank Zappa reviews. Have you met Frank Zappa? Did you ever talk to him in real life?
As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up. I talked to Frank Zappa twice on the phone.
No way.
Once.
How was he? How was he?
Well, back then, I was writing for a magazine here in Cleveland called Scene Magazine, and everybody knew that I was the Zappa guy. I reviewed the Zappa albums, and then I got a chance to interview him on the phone before he came out and performed with the '84 band, and I was scared shitless because talking to your idol. I mean, Frank Zappa, he's way up there. That's it. So I got to talk to him, and I had the tape recorder set up, and for some reason the first call didn't come through, and then I went into another room to reset up the tape recorder. Then the phone rang again, and I ran into the other room, and it was somebody calling back saying, "Yes, you ready to talk to Frank Zappa?" And I said, "Oh yeah, sure." And they put him through, and the conversation never got recorded.
Mm.
So I had to write a whole article based on notes that I was writing down just to keep myself from being too freaking nervous while I was talking to Zappa. But that was fantastic. But I did talk to him again in 1988. And within the next couple of weeks, I'm going to put up a video, which is a recording of my 1988 conversation with Frank Zappa.
Wow. Oh my
So
gosh. That must have been so cool.
What?
That must have been so cool.
It was very nice. I was hoping that I would get the chance to meet him in person, but never really got the chance to do that. Saw him live 8 times though.
Wow, 8 times. Wow.
Well, I've been a diehard Zappa fan since 1973, so I had the opportunity.
Wow. Oh wow, that's so cool. I've been trying to find his. I don't know what it is about his later albums, but they're really hard to find. Like stuff from the 80s and 90s. It's really hard to find that stuff on vinyl, like Broadway the Hard Way, Them or Us.
Broadway the Hard Way is really
I have this though.
There you go.
Have that, and I have this.
You've got okay. Shipper having to like to save a drowning witch. Okay, I'm gonna one up you on the Mothers of Prevention. Hang on a second, because I keep them all here. You ever seen this one?
No, I've never seen that cover before. Wow.
Okay, this is the European version of this. Now, because the porn wars thing he felt was too American an issue, on the European version, he had like instrumental mixes of some of the stuff from Porn Wars, plus the bonus tracks that were on the CD of the Mothers of Prevention, like let's see, One Man, One Vote, and I Don't Even Care, which was not on the American version, was on this record. So I had to buy an import of this way back then. But yeah, a lot of the Zappa albums are really hard to find, the later stuff. And hopefully, as years go by, we'll have newly remastered versions of them. That would be great.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that they didn't release like a anniversary edition of Them or Us.
Yeah. Well, I will try and voice your concerns to the.
Yes, please do, because I know you know Joe Travers.
Yeah. And hopefully there's plans for it, but I don't know. But yeah, everybody's screaming about this this new release that's supposed to be coming out, and
Do you know what it is?
it's not official yet, so I don't know what it is. People think they know what it is. I mean, it may be what they say it is, but until it's absolutely kosher and set in stone, I don't know anything. I can't say anything. So that's about it. So
I was actually listening to Don Ellis today, the trumpet player, and he actually played with Frank Zappa on Absolutely Free.
oh, cool. So he was in the extra orchestra that was in there.
Yeah,
I think they were part of the Wrecking Crew.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, very nice, very cool. All right. Well, listen, it's past 11 o'clock, which is when
It's past my bedtime.
but I have a hard out because I got responsibilities I got to take care of. Barry, it was a pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, nice talking to you too. Nice meeting you.
The pleasure's all mine. Thank you for watching. Continue to watch, and hopefully see you again in the near future. Have yourself a
Yeah,
good
take
night.
care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Barry Bowman, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. That was fantastic. Very nice to talk to him. Great questions. And yes, I will be putting up the audio of my interview with Frank in 1988 in the next couple of weeks. It'll be on YouTube. So I'll be doing that. So aside from that, what else we got going on here? Anything else? Oh, yeah. Thanks for mentioning this, North Carolina Vinyl Picker. There's a new Steven Wilson album coming out in March. I can't wait to hear that. Yes. Oh, wait. What is it? What's this now? If Joe lets the cat out of the bag, a pumpkin will bark at it. Very cool. All right, then. Well, listen. Let's make some more weird noises with the synthesizer, and I will most likely see you next week. Thanks again for stopping by. Had a great time. Hope you did too. So go listen to some music. Check out Abigail DeVoe's review of Trout Mask Replica on Vinyl Monday, which is on the Abigail DeVoe channel. All right? Right.